can't believe it's been 10 years. I remember the day I got the investment to start the business, and it's been one heck of a journey, and I've got the chance to work with some incredible people. I don't know where the time's gone. So 2012, madness of a year. I mean, I got the investment, which was great, but then I had to start the business. I think people think that when you've got the investment, won the Apprentice, you're already a success. You're not. You're right at the start of a real journey with a public expectation of failure and a personal expectation of, I'm gonna make this work. 2012 was about getting the things that I needed to move the business forward, getting a phone, getting a laptop, getting a desk. I mean, that's the mad thing, actually getting a desk. You forget about these things when you work for a company.
Well, it's hard to believe, but it's 10 years since I invested in HRS. Very well done for 10 years of great service and great performance.
Lord Sugar invested into me with his advisors, so Nick, Claude, a load of different people who showed faith. And now it's about showing those people that what I said that I would do from a robust business plan actually have legs, and I can actually bring it together at that point. So a lot of expectation on my shoulders, a lot of people to not let down.
When I was on The Apprentice a while ago now, we always spotted the winner right from the moment the filming started, and we were always wrong. But I think in Ricky's case, we spotted some real talent, and he came through. And I've got to tell you, we had two great contestants, and it was a pretty close-run thing. But Alan Sugar picked Ricky, and my word, has Ricky done well? Was that a great pick, a great choice?
Right, so 2013. The business has now started. It was just me and two people. January 2013, I started the first ever HRS Recruitment Training Academy. I had 3 people join me, Eve, Rachel and Marcel. And Eve joined that academy as a scientist, and best part of 10 years on, Eve's still with the business today, and really proud of someone who took the leap of faith to join my first academy. He's still with me today and a key part of my management team.
Obviously the company's gone through so much change since I've joined, so it's really nice actually just to see how things have evolved, and kind of being part of that's been really nice.
February then when I had my next experienced hire join me in Ben. Ben Hamlin joined me in February 2013, somebody I'd worked with in the past, or somebody I knew who was good at what he did, recruitment.
Working with the new startup business has certainly been good fun as well, knowing that we've been on a journey over the last 10 years and really made a difference, not only with the business, but other people's lives.
So in 2013, we were then able to put our first contractor on assignment. And then we were able to actually do our first international placements by placing somebody into Ireland and in Germany. The purpose was always to make a difference. But what I started finding 2013 to 2014 onwards, really I could articulate the purpose of what we were. And that purpose is simple, it's 3 words: we change lives. That's what we stand for. So we do that by putting great people into jobs. But in our marketplace, in the life sciences, we put them into a job where those companies make medicines. Those medicines go to patients, and those patients either have their life saved, improved, so the quality of life gets better, or they have their life prolonged, so they live for longer. By talking more about that and putting that at the forefront of when I was hiring staff, of when I was speaking with clients, that's when I really felt like people wanted to work with us and for us. And 2014 onwards is when we were really able to mature as a business. We had something we stood for. If you work for a business that doesn't have purpose, what are you really striving towards?
I mean, how many recruiters do you know in our particular industry who know good manufacturing practices and know what their delegates or applicants actually have to go through? So he really does understand the industry top to bottom.
Ricky should be very pleased and proud of his team. If it wasn't for his team, it wouldn't really make this relationship work in terms of their relationship building, management, communication, but also their expertise on the market.
So 2017, the business has been going for 5 years now. At the end of the 5 years, it's about what can we do now? What's next for the business? What's next for the workforce? How can we make more of a difference and change more lives? So that was the time I was speaking to Eve about what was the future for her, and she was looking to move back to Edinburgh. So we set up HRS Edinburgh. It was also the time that me and Dave started speaking to Dave Power about the future, and that's when we set up HRS Manchester.
It's incredibly different now to what it was 4 years ago. So yeah, over the moon with what we've done. I don't think I ever thought it would be what it is now in such a short space of time.
So now we have the offices in place. It was about what's next. We needed to mature the offices, we needed to build the workforce, we needed to put more infrastructure and capability, but this was the time where we actually started seeing some award success. So in 2018, we won our first award. I was absolutely blown away. It's still one of my most memorable moments in the company. We won the best company to work for at the IRP. And then in 2019, we won it again. and we won the same award at the Global Recruiter and the Recruiter. So we won all three, which is an amazing thing now to sit back and think, wow, I can't believe we did the triple that year. We've been trying for years and we were maturing the business, we were understanding who we were realising if we're connected with our purpose, the customers like us, connected with our purpose, our workforce are proud about where they work. And trying to do our best to make a difference isn't just us winning awards and us placing people into roles. It's actually how we can really change lives. And that includes the charitable partners who really need money to make a difference. So I'm really proud that over the years, we have literally raised tens of thousands of pounds to do good through some amazing charitable partners out there that we still work with today and will continue to work with tomorrow. I think the only way we've won all the awards and done what we've done is by having so many amazing people that have worked at the business or still work for the business. And so many people have joined us at different points of the company's growth and added a real value.
The first conversation with Ricky was probably my second interview, and it was just really interesting speaking to him, and I think seeing the passion that he had for it was quite infectious, and it made you kind of want to be a part of it.
It's definitely your ups and your downs, but I've grown massively as a person and as a recruiter. Yeah, I've learned so much about people in general. Yeah, HRS has done a lot for me.
This was now about the time where we are ready to go on to the next journey, growth. So now was the time to actually consolidate and put one big HQ in place in Essex. And we'd started in Lord Sugar's Amshold house, which was like living in your parents' house. We then went to Buckingham Court. It was like moving from your parents' house to a flat. And now this family needed its own home. And that's where late 2019, we decided to open in Crown House, our HQ to give us bandwidth of growing for 80 people in Loughton, right by the tube. And then moving into this HQ in December 2019, absolutely over the moon with what we'd created and the opportunity in front of us, the excitement. And then in March 2020 to then send everyone home because COVID had turned up. You couldn't go to offices anymore. I took it as a hit because at the end of the day, I'd spent so much time and investment to get an office for people to grow in, to then not have them in it was absolutely heartbreaking. Really, really pleased that in that time, we still kept our community. We still kept what we stand for. We still changed lives, and having us back together again now is now ready for what's next. We're going to change more lives than ever before. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone who's been part of the journey, who's still part of the journey, that's had an influence. I could honestly have never made this possible without everybody who's been part of this business. I'm one employee out of many that work here and have worked here. And together, that's how we make the difference. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. What an amazing journey. And here's to the next 10 years.